Today, we're talking about using video testimonials to light up your marketing plan.
For over 20 years, I've dedicated my life to bringing you the very best selling, marketing, and business building strategies to keep your business thriving. Get ready to experience the success you've been searching for. Welcome to the Tom Ferry Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show, episode 123. Today, I've got the king of performance marketing live with you, Kerry, my buddy, over 30 plus years of infomercials. And if you've ever watched an infomercial, you know it's all about getting insanely great reviews. You've heard me talk about for years that we are in the review-based culture, the review-based marketing economy. So Ken, I asked him just to maybe just share very quickly insights on YouTube, Google, video. Where's it going different from when you first started in 1986 television to where it is today? Give them kind of the fast version.
Okay, the fast version is, in 1985 when we started our business, there was ABC, NBC, CBS, and that was it. And if you weren't a big marketer, if you weren't, you'd have big media budgets.
Yeah.
Nobody knew you existed. So Ronald Reagan at the time decided, I'm going to deregulate airways. And what does that mean? That means you can buy advertising time longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So that created this cavern of media. And then cable networks started coming in. Bravo, ESPN, VH1, MTV, all that. So all this airwaves opened up and all this advertising potential. So people would make these long-form shows to sell products in these. So that created that economy.
Yeah.
Great. That was great for 30 years. But what's happening today? What's happening today is, how are we getting all our information? We're getting our information.
Yeah, we're not even watching television anymore.
Right. I mean, all these guys probably don't even have. They were cord nevers, not even cord cutters. They were cord nevers.
Yes.
Right. So that's how we're getting our information. So that feeds into how you have to market your business today. So if the eyeballs are there, how are you going to get to them? And what happened? What happened in the 80s is happening now, where broadband is being able to do video everywhere. Google says in 2 years, 85% or even more of the content we consume is going to be video. Facebook says video.
Hold on. 85% of the content that we're to consume is going to be on video per a little company called
in 2 years.
Yeah,
in 2 years.
Google and YouTube in 2 years.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. And 2 years is like next week.
Yes.
Reality.
Yes.
Okay. So and Facebook Live is the most effective platform for Facebook.
1,000%. Yep.
And there's all kinds of statistics when it comes to Hootsuite and Squarespace and all that stuff. And people talk about what converts best is a testimonial. A testimonial and video converts best. So that's what's happening. You have this review-based economy that we're living in.
Yep.
Yelp, Angie's List, Amazon, whatever.
Zillow, Google, right on
whatever.
down the line.
We're making decisions based on that. Technology.
Yep.
Broadband is happening, so video's everywhere.
Yep.
And this is a very sophisticated phone. This phone is a very sophisticated camera.
Yes.
If you use it right. This is very so.
You can make a lot of money with this.
Yeah. So all this is coming together. So now you have to take this gift that technology has given us and use it to market yourself and your business.
So you guys know me. I have said to you since probably, I don't want to date myself here, 2007.
I just dated myself in 1985.
That's okay, buddy. That's okay. Since 2007, I've been saying, I can go back to the 90s and say we used to talk about getting your clients to write testimonial letters for you and using that in your marketing, right? We've got it inside our listing presentation with Zillow and others, Google and others. Now all of those reviews are online and we're driving consumers to them. What we're seeing today is the smart agents are actually doing video testimonials and using that in their campaigns with Instagram and on Facebook and through their email, and to speak directly into the pain points of the clients and have your past clients do the selling for you.
That's the beauty, is that you don't have to do it. If you serve up the right question, a right answer to the question that your customer needs, then you can just sit back and they are giving you a review.
Yes.
And they're going to make a decision based on that.
So Ken, let's give them a little context. If I called you and I was a vacuum cleaner company and I said, Ken, I want to hire you to write, produce, direct an infomercial, do all of your testimonial magic, ballpark, what am I paying?
$700 to $1 million.
Okay, so $700,000 to $1 million. So
project.
Per project. So just for context, for the person watching this show right now for free on YouTube, hello Tom Ferry Show, you're about to get...
He hasn't gotten the bill yet.
a segment, thank you. I got to run. A segment of that $700,000 to $1 million is in the power of how you frame questions that produce those extraordinary infomercials that or the testimonials that we all see inside the infomercials.
So let's break that down a little bit.
Yes.
So if a client comes to me and says, "Can I have these testimonials that we want to sell a product with?"
Yes.
So we'll come in with our crew and the whole deal, and we get $25,000 to $30,000 a day.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about right now, I routinely, my wife, our firm routinely gets $25,000 to $30,000 a day.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you how to do it for
free. This is good. Welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. So share with them, he did a special 5 questions that you could go to your past clients with, and I'm going to give you a little plan by the time we're done. 5 questions that they could ask. So give them the 5 questions that they want to ask, whether it's live on video, which is what we recommend, or even in a Zillow review. What are the 5 questions?
So the 5 questions you want to ask your clients are, what fears did you have about buying or selling your home today?
Love it.
What were the fears that you were having about buying or selling your home today? You're going to get a lot of different answers, but that's a really important question that you want to get answered.
Yep.
Next is,
2.
What process did you use to select us or me to represent you?
Yeah.
What was that process? Because if a lot of people are using the same process, that's where you need to be, okay?
Exactly.
What did I do differently? What was it that I did differently that you've worked with or you've learned from other people that made a difference to me working with you or to create a transaction?
Yep.
If you're going to hear probably the same answer over and over again. And that becomes what I call a unique selling proposition.
Yep, your USP.
Your USP, because that's how you can market yourself. Now, you're saying something that nobody else is doing. You're zigging, everyone's zagging.
Yep.
And the zig is the way to riches.
Everybody watching this, they're all looking for those measurable degrees of separation. And we talk USP a lot on the Tom Ferry Show, so I love it. Yeah. What's question 4?
How did we handle the process for you? That's important. Why is that important? Because a client is looking for someone they can trust.
Yeah. Yep.
At the end of the day, it's the biggest investment some people are going to make on their life.
Yep.
I need to trust the person that is handling that transaction for me.
Yes.
And that's how you're going to get that answer. And how did you handle the process? Because if you're handling it well, then you trust, and people and that will resonate.
Yep.
Last one is, why would you recommend me? What would you say to recommend me to help you?
Yes.
And the key to there is an open-ended question of what would you say, not would you recommend.
Yes. We don't want a yes, no.
We don't want a yes, no. What would you say? The person's going to answer that question, and they're going to answer it in their own way, which is great. You just step back and listen intently, because a good sales is listening, right? Mm-hmm. So they're going to keep telling you why you're going to keep hearing over and over again why someone would recommend you.
What was the real reason in the language they use versus what you think?
Doesn't
get out of realtor speak, get into your customer's head. That's brilliant. All right. So very quickly, you're watching this show, and I know you're getting value from this. Let me give you a little 4-step plan of what I would recommend you do immediately. Number 1, decide the kind of customer you want to attract. Do you want buyers? Do you want sellers? Do you want old expireds? It's entirely up to you. People in your farm, outside of your farm, online, offline. Decide who you want, because then you're going to go out and ask 3, 4, 5 of your past clients to be that specific testimonial. You with me on this? Ask the old for sale by owner to do a FSBO related testimonial as an example. Number 2, you got to record it. I'm going to recommend on video, though these same questions could easily be used for your Zillow reviews or Google reviews or wherever you place your reviews, but I'm going to recommend iPhone, if they're somewhere remote, Zoom, Google Hangouts, there's lots of different ways for you to capture this on video. Number 3, ask all 5 questions. Ask them all 5 questions. Let them talk. Don't worry about editing any of that stuff yet. Just get the information. And then the last thing I recommend is you take segments of those video recorded testimonials and you begin to build campaigns around them. You've seen it on Instagram. You've seen it on Facebook. These could be peppered throughout your website. These could be used in your follow-up campaigns when you're reaching out to customers. What process did you use? Gosh, Ken, the reason I selected you, you followed up with me so aggressively more than anybody else, and I just knew that if you would do that, you'd do a heck of a job selling my house. Yeah. Could you imagine taking that little video clip and sending it out after your 6th follow-up in some, in some conversation you're trying to track that person down?
That tripwire that person needed to hear.
Bingo, bingo. So my 4-step plan: identify who you want. Number 2, get it on video. Number 3, ask the 5 questions. And then number 4, take those individual clips and begin to incorporate it into your marketing campaign. So a lot for you to think about. Ken, thank you so much for sharing on the Tom Ferry Show. And hey, remember always your strategy matters. And now more than ever, your ability to get testimonials on video and put it into your marketing, that's what rules. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want more of this, make sure you subscribe to our channel.